Well, that wasn't so bad, was it? I thought you'd like to see me doing with lots of fractions, and because people don't seem to like fractions a great deal, don't have a great deal of fondness for them. I don't mind them. It's not a big deal to me. But you know, when you in real life you get fractions and you get decimals, and so here's a problem with all those bells and whistles. All right, now what am I going to do? I've solved for y, and I want to get x and z. Where do I turn next? Well, these equations only have y's and z's in them. Matter of fact, this one's really nice, because if I plug in the number for y, then I can solve for z without a whole lot of trouble. So let me erase and make a little room here. And I'm going to take the equation inside the parentheses. 25y, so it's 25 times 4/7 plus z equals to 13. And this isn't so bad, right? Because I got 25 times 4 is 100 over 7 plus z equals to 13. But what are we going to do with 13? In order to combine with this fraction in sevenths, I need to change this to sevenths. 7 times 13 is 91. So if you subtract 107ths from both sides here, you'll see that z is 91/7 minus 100 over 7. And this would be -9/7, wouldn't it? So there's our second result. Incidentally, I'm not surprised that we got a fraction with sevenths in it. In fact, I expect x will most likely have 7 as a denominator. And that's actually makes it kind of nice for checking your answer, because then you've got a common denominator when you check these. Okay, more room. And what do I need to do now? I need to solve for x. So let's get x done. And where would you go? Well, I don't know. Doesn't matter so much. Well, I like dividing by 5. That's easy. So let me pick on the first equation. 5x plus 3 times y, which is 4/7. And I don't know if you can hear that, but my neighbor has started to mow his yard, so if you hear a drone, that's next door neighbor. Minus 4 times -9/7. As you can tell, I'm not shooting this in a professional studio. This is coming to you in my spare room on a 3-foot tall by 4-foot wide board, and me staring into a camera, talking to myself. Well, I'm talking to you if you're watching, aren't I? Okay. So I replaced y with 4/7 and z with -9/7. So we have 5x plus 12/7. Negatives cancel here, plus 36/7. And let's go ahead and change 4 to 28/7. We need the same denominator across the board. So 5x would be 28/7 minus 12/7 minus 36/7. And what do we have? This is 28. This is minus 48. So 28 minus 48 is -20 over 7. So if I have 5x equals -27, let me write this, so I don't want to lose people on this. If 5x equal to -27, normally you would divide by 5. We could also multiply by 1/5. And both sides, 5 and 1/5 cancel. So x is equal to what? -4/7. 5 divides into 24 times. So x is -4/7. Okay, well, let's check it. Let's go the distance on this. So I'm going to show you everything on this problem. And I think most of the practice problems you're going to get, the answers will be integers, but not all of them. You can't count on it always happening. You may get some fractions. And so, all right. The answer, incidentally, is -4/7, comma 4/7, comma -9/7. And always, if you write an answer as a coordinate point, in this case it's a three-dimensional point in three-dimensional space, you must have the parentheses around it. So forget those parentheses, it no longer is a point. And I'll have to count off for that little error. So please, always parentheses if you write it as a coordinate point. All right, well, let's check it. So the first equation becomes 5 times -4/7 plus 3 times 4/7 minus 4 times -9/7, and that is equal to 4. So we'll see. This is -20/7. This is 12/7 and +36/7. So 36 plus 12 is 48, minus 20 is 28/7, which is 4. So the first equation checks. Like I said before, if you're going to start checking, check them all. Otherwise, you very well could fool yourself. All right, let's check equation 2. Equation 2 is 3 times -4/7 plus 2 times +4/7 plus 5 times -9/7, and that should equal to -7. So I've got -12/7 plus 8/7 minus 45/7 equals to -7. So let's see, this is -57 plus 8 is -49/7 equals -7, and that's true. So we got 2 down. Let's check the third equation. I realize this is not the most exciting stuff, but look, if you want to do well, you've got to pay your dues. Do the right thing. Try to keep the board clean. All right, third equation. Third equation. -2 times -4/7 plus 7 times 4/7 minus 3 times -9/7 should equal to 9. So I've got +8/7 plus 28/7. And negatives cancel here, so plus 27/7. And this is 55 plus 8 is 63. Divided by 7 equals to 9. That also is true. So it checked in all 3 equations, and if you solve this on your own, you can feel pretty good about yourself, because this is, because of the fractions, obviously it's a little bit tougher than ordinary. So there we go. This is correct. Now.